Hey everyone, welcome to BarbosGaming. Today, we're diving into an epic journey through the unforgiving sands of Dunebound Tactics, a roguelite turn-based tactical RPG where survival is everything. Lead your band of survivors, make life or death choices, and carve your path through a hostile world. Will you rise as a leader, or will the desert claim you like so many before? If you enjoy tactical RPGs, gripping storytelling, and high-stakes decision-making, then you're in for a treat. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay updated on all our latest gaming adventures. Now, let's begin our journey across the shifting dunes. The wind howls across the dunes, carrying whispers of the past and warnings of the future. The desert is an unforgiving master, its golden waves swallowing the unprepared and testing the will of those who dare to cross it. For generations, the clans of the Wastelands have fought for survival, scavenging the bones of a world long forgotten. But the sands are shifting, and with them, the fate of all who dwell within them. You are the leader of a desperate band of survivors, wandering the endless dunes in search of a new home. The last oasis has dried up, and the warlords who once ruled with iron fists now grasp at dust. Food is scarce, water even scarcer, and every step forward is a battle against nature, rival factions, and the creeping shadow of despair. But there is hope. Whispers of a fabled refuge hidden deep within the dunes, a place where the weary can rest and the broken can rebuild. To reach it, you must outwit those who would see you fall, reshape the land to your advantage, and make choices that will determine not only your fate, but the fate of those who follow you. The sands remember every step. Will yours be the footsteps of salvation or ruin? The journey began with fire. Your old home, the last bastion of safety, fell in the dead of night. The enemy came like a storm, a merciless tide of steel and blood, leaving nothing but smoldering ruins in their wake. You led the survivors away, hearts heavy with loss, eyes set on the horizon. There was no time to grieve, only to move forward. The first days were a haze of exhaustion and silence. The desert stretched endlessly, an ocean of heat and mirages, where the sun was both your only guide and your greatest enemy. Water ran low faster than expected, forcing you to ration supplies and push deeper into unknown territory. It wasn't long before you encountered the first sign of trouble, another group watching from the dunes waiting. Were they friend or foe? There was no time to deliberate. A battle erupted, steel clashing against steel, arrows singing through the air. The sands drank deeply that day, but you emerged victorious, gaining supplies but losing precious allies. Every loss weighed upon you. Every decision left its mark. You were no longer just a survivor. You were a leader, and leadership meant making impossible choices. Days turned into weeks. The desert was ever-changing, its dunes shifting like restless spirits. You discovered an ancient ruin half buried in the sand, its halls echoing with the ghosts of a forgotten civilization. Within, you found relics, technology and knowledge that could turn the tide in your favor. But danger lurked as well. Strange creatures, twisted by time and hunger, prowled in the darkness. You barely escaped with your life, but the discoveries within gave your people a glimmer of hope. Yet hope was fragile. As you moved forward, rumors spread of a warlord known as the Black Fawn, a tyrant ruling over the dunes with an iron grip. His forces were many, his reach vast. Crossing his domain was inevitable, but surviving it was another matter. Would you negotiate, fight, or attempt to slip through unnoticed? Every choice carried risk, and there was no way to know if you were making the right one. More challenges lay ahead. A sandstorm unlike any you had seen before erupted from the horizon, a swirling behemoth of dust and fury. You had no choice but to seek shelter in a long-forgotten cavern, its depths holding secrets older than the war-torn world you knew. Strange markings lined the walls, hinting at an ancient civilization that once thrived before the desert claimed everything. Here, your people found momentary respite, but also unearthed a mystery, one that could change the course of your journey forever. Inside the cavern, An elder among your ranks recognized the symbols. "These tell of a city beneath the sands," he whispered, tracing the carvings with weathered fingers. "A place where the water still flows, where crops grow, where hope is not just a dream." Could it be true? A hidden sanctuary, buried beneath the endless dunes? The thought filled your people with renewed determination. Yet, the path ahead was fraught with danger. Factions warred over every scrap of land. Raiders prowled the dunes, waiting to strike at the weak. And the Black Fang's forces grew ever closer, his scouts watching your movements like vultures circling the dying. Through battles and negotiations, your journey continued. In the ruins of a once great city, you encountered another survivor band, wary, desperate, and on the brink of collapse. You had a choice: share your dwindling resources and risk your own survival, or leave them to their fate. Every decision weighed upon you, shaping the kind of leader you would become. The longer you traveled, the more the sand seemed to whisper secrets. Your people spoke of dreams, visions of a place untouched by the chaos of the world. A city hidden beneath the dunes, its walls ancient but strong, its people waiting for a leader to guide them. Could you be that leader? Could you carve a future from the dust? Then, at last, you found it. The place spoken of in whispers, the refuge hidden within the heart of the desert. But it was not unclaimed. Another group had beaten you there, a coalition of survivors who had carved out a fragile peace in the dunes. They were wary, uncertain if you were an ally or a threat. Trust had to be earned, and in the Wastelands, trust was as rare as water. But peace was never easy. The Black Fang's forces loomed on the horizon, ready to crush any sign of defiance. An ultimatum was given: surrender, or be wiped from the sands like so many before you. It was a moment of reckoning. Would you stand and fight, forging an alliance with those who now depended on you? Or would you attempt to flee once more, risking everything for the promise of safety? The desert had tested you, shaped you, but in the end, the choice was yours. And with that choice, the fate of all who followed you would be sealed. And that's the story of Dunebound Tactics. The desert is ruthless, but with strategy and perseverance, survival is possible. What choices would you have made? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to BarbosGaming for more epic stories and gameplay. Hit that bell icon so you never miss an adventure. Until next time, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next video.